In the last 3 years of my life as a YouTuber who reviews tech gadgets, I've used a total of 5 different keyboards. And I would say when it comes to experience, for each and every one of them, it's been progressively better. So the second is better than the first, and the third is better than the second, and the fourth is better than the third. And then I'm having the best experience ever. Now, disclaimer, I'm not so vast when it comes to keyboard technology. So once again, this is going to be a super non-technical review. I will just be sharing my experience using this keyboard right here. So pardon me if I miss out on some nice details I'm supposed to talk about in a keyboard review, you know. Now, first things first, yeah. This right here is the Keychron Q12 HE keyboard. It's a 96% wireless magnetic keyboard with hot swappable keys. So it is not mechanical, but magnetic. Now, the HE stands for Hall effect, which I feel perhaps is the most unique feature of this keyboard, something I'm going to talk more about very soon. But the first thing that really hits me, like immediately I unbox this keyboard, is how heavy it is. I have a scale right here, and if you check the weight, you can see that it weighs a little over 2 kilograms. Now, that is really heavy. When, for context, you want to compare it to the keyboard I used just before this one right here that weighs just about 840 grams. So it is really heavy. Like, you can't just move it around like I do this one. It has an all aluminum build, so that metallic build makes it really, really durable. And it is easy to clean also. Aesthetically, it looks really satisfying. It's beautiful. And then also, this is not technical, but I just like how cold it feels when I'm using it in the office. It kind of like matches my body temperature because of my air conditioner that is always on and all of that. Now, in the box of this keyboard, you're going to see basically all the accessories you need to fine-tune it to the exact way you want. There is a cable that you can use to connect it to your device. If you want to use cable connection, there are 2 other ways you can connect it. Also, apart from the cable, there is the 2.4 gigahertz wireless connection and Bluetooth. You also find 4 window keys in the box that you can use to swap out the Mac keys that it comes with. Now, let me tell you what is the first that attracted me to this keyboard. Even before I saw it, like even before I received it or saw the picture and anything. In fact, in the email that Keychron sent to me, one of the key highlights, actually the first highlight that they listed in that email, is the fact that this keyboard has the Southpaw left-handed design. Now, this felt a bit personal for me because when you look at the design of the keyboard, you can see the whole keypad and even the volume button is situated at the left-hand side of the keyboard. And that makes it really convenient for me. You can see how directly opposite it is to my previous keyboard that has the keypad to the right. So most times when I'm editing videos, which is basically what I do most of my time, if I want to increase the volume of the audio I'm working on, I have to, move my hands across like this to increase the volume, which is not really convenient. But right here, I have it situated to the left. And then also all the keys I use with my Premiere Pro, which is what I use to edit, are all situated towards the left side of the keyboard. So it's just easy for me to work. It makes me way more productive. But then it is not just for left-handed people, because whether you are left-handed or not, you actually hold your mouse with your right hand. So you definitely would want your keyboard or all the keys you use to be situated more to the left side of your keyboard to make it way easier for you to access and use. But then, quick question though, do you notice from my videos that I'm a left-handed person? Because that was why I said it felt personal when I saw that email. I was like, were they really able to decode from my videos that I'm left-handed? Because actually I am. So let me know in the comment section below if you've ever seen my videos before and be like, yeah, this guy is left-handed. Now let's talk about the magnetic switches with the Hall effect, which, like I said before, is the most unique or the coolest feature of this keyboard. Now, this is how I would explain it so you get to really understand it as basic as possible. Now, most mechanical keyboards like this one that I have here uses switches that clicks when they are pressed. Now, it is only when you press it down and there's a contact between the switch and the sensor or whatever it is under the keyboard that it sends the signal to your display that then imputes or shows you whatever it is or whatever key that you are pressing on. But for keyboards like this one that has the Hall effect, what happens is that every key right here has a tiny magnet inside it and also a proximity sensor that measures the magnetic changes when you press on the key, now, which makes it way more faster, smoother, and more durable, since nothing is actually wearing out because there is no physical connection or contact between any two components. So something I didn't really mention in the video is how you can be able to set the actuation point, because like I said, that is one of the big flexibility of this keyboard. So for you to set the actuation points, you have to, I would advise you use a cable because it's way faster, and of course the whole process is temporary. So I'm just going to connect with the cable. So just like that. Yeah. So the next thing is to go to your browser and type launcher.keychron.com. I'll have the URL on the screen. So once you go to that URL, you're going to see something that looks exactly like this. So what you need to do is just click on connect, select your keyboard right there and connect it. It's going to take a while, but we'll have it connected. Yeah, so you can see it's now fully connected. To the left here, you're going to see the Hall effect mode, which is what it is by default. And if you look at the whole keyboard layout, it's practically on 2.0 by default, which it's okay. That's also really sensitive, but the idea is you can tweak any of these keys the way you want. Okay, as you can see for the space bar, I've already customized that to 0.5. The lowest actuation point you can go is 0.2 millimeters, and the highest you can go is 3.8 millimeters, you know. So for my space bar, I'm just going to put it at the 0.5 that it is before. That makes it really, really sensitive. So just a simple touch like this, you see, can easily just activate it. Now you can do the same for basically any other key that you use. I have the Q key, which I use very well, which is set at 2.0 right now for the Q key. I'm going to set it straight back to 0.5 because I use it a whole lot when I'm editing my videos. So it's at 0.5. I turn it off. My W key also by default at 2.0, but I can set it to 0.5. Also, this will be really important for or useful for gamers is the gamepad. So right here, once you go to gamepad, as you can see, I can select, have the whole game console stuff. I'm not really big in gaming, so yeah, and you can just see how each of them too can be customized. So just select, it goes to game analog, and you can arrange it the way you want, each keys, just like that, for your gaming pad and stuff like that. I'm sure the gamers will better understand how to tweak all of this to just suit them. So that is one of the big things about the Hall effect keypad. You can tweak the sensitivity of your keyboard to make it act way faster than the regular keyboards. That is just it. And yeah, let's go back to the main video. So yeah, you may actually miss the whole mechanical keyboard sound, which is what most people are crazy about, you know, that clicky sound that it comes with, but this one doesn't sound that loud. Now, the reason why this one sounds way more cooler or better, in my opinion, for me, is because underneath it comes with this sound absorbing acoustic foam at the bottom of it that not only helps to reduce vibration when you are typing, but it also helps to dampen the key noise, giving each press a more softer, more premium sound overall, you know. So that is another mechanism that this comes with that this one obviously does not come with. Now let me talk about the battery life of this keyboard. So personally, I would not describe myself as a heavy keyboard user. Like I said, my workflow does not require me to type too much. I basically edit videos, so I don't really type much. I don't also script my videos with my Mac Mini. Neither do I play games on my setup right here. I play games with my phone. So there is nothing keyboard intensive I do with this keyboard. But for the past 4 weeks, I've been using this keyboard. The 4000 mAh battery inside it has been able to give me about 5 to 6 days of use, which I would say is fair enough. But I just feel it could have been better. But I get the reason why this battery may not last as long as the mouse or other keyboards I've used, obviously because of the RGB lighting that it has, you know, the whole magnetic sensor that it comes with, the whole circuitry and everything inside it. They all require power to be able to function and deliver that really satisfying experience, which is what makes this keyboard really good and unique. But like I said, I just wish it was a bit better. So in conclusion, what do I think about this Keychron Q12 keyboard? I would say it might not be for everyone because it is heavy. So carryability is not really there. It is also expensive, about $260 or thereabout. And then I think I forgot one, which is the fact that it doesn't come with this lever that you can use to raise it up even a bit more. You know, so if you're looking for something light, something portable and easy to carry about, something with crazy battery life, then this may not be the keyboard for you. But for me though, for my use case, for what I would want in any keyboard, this is by far the best I've used up until this moment. So that is what I think about the Keychron Q12 HE keyboard, and let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Like as usual, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and yeah, I get to catch you in my next video.